So.
Can we start then with what's been quite a dramatic week? Can we get your take on the failed ESL? And do you think the trust can ever be restored between the 14 clubs and the Big Six?
I will start by the trust, exactly what you mentioned. I think we have to rebuild it because we need it. We need to be together. All the clubs, all the ownerships have to work among them, and splitting or making an eventual separation of these clubs will be another mistake, like it was the formal idea of the Super League, because it's a mistake. It was a bad idea, something that will take away the fun of football, the fun of the game, the dream, the right to earn things, to dream that you can grow and achieve and become stronger by your own merits. So that's my first thought.
Can I also get your thoughts on something that the lead striker Patrick Bamford said this week? He said that opera comes into the game when somebody's pockets are getting hurt, and it's a shame that there isn't the same reaction to racism. Would you like to see the same energy and the same unity that has surfaced this week against the ESL come to the fore in the fight against racism?
Clearly, there was a massive response from everybody regarding the issue of the Super League. A lot. I think there's not been many things that we speak so many times and so different opinions. But the response of the general public was amazing, and of course, we want this response from all the problems that affect us, and racism is a big one. But honestly, I think that everybody is trying their best to eradicate racism. It will take time, and we have to be resilient and persist. That we have to stop it. But let's expect more and strong actions from the government bodies on racism also.
There's been more speculation this week about your future. Can you reassure fans that nothing has changed? Do you still expect to be at Wolves next season, and do you still feel as though you have unfinished business?
I have a contract. When I sign a contract, there's nothing that I can say more. It's my decision to sign a contract, and that's what I want to say. When I make one decision like that, there's no doubts in my mind.
Let's talk about the game then. Looking for a third straight win. How important is it for you to finish this season with a really, really strong run of results and performances?
It's important to play good, to perform and improve our game against Burnley. This is what we focus. Until the end of the seasons, we have a lot of matches to be played and a lot of things that we can take advantage of the situation to try and improve and build a foundation. First is Burnley. Let's totally focus only on how we want to approach the game.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hi there, Nuno.
Hello.
Hi. Wolves have won just one of the last 9 league games against Burnley. So what would you say makes them so difficult to play against?
Because they are very good. They are a good squad, a good team that creates problem not only to us, to all the teams, because the approach of the game is intense. They play good football. They have a good manager and good players, and real threats on their strikers, compact on defense. A very tough team and a very good team.
As Tim mentioned, you're looking for a third victory in a row for the first time this season as well. Has consistency been one of the biggest challenges for your team this season, do you think?
We had a lot of challenges. One of those is to be consistent through the competition. That is one of the hardest things to achieve, because you always have to solve problems with new solutions, and that we've been facing. But let's try to be consistent, mainly in our game. The way the players have committed themselves in the previous game was amazing. So let's stick to it.
And just finally, from me, what's your team news for the weekend?
We always have problems. Unfortunately, we always have problems that we'll have to assess and decide.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy.
Hello, Nuno. Nice to see you as always. Is Ruben Neves with you again after his isolation period now?
No, unfortunately not. He's still on isolation. He's being tested, and he's not allowed yet to join the group. So problems. But it's strange. Just let me share with you, because he first tested against Fulham, I think, was more than the days of the protocols, the demands of isolation. So it's been hard to understand. We respect, of course, first of all, and mainly the health of the players and everybody, but it's been very tough with the delays of the results and the periods of isolation that is creating to all the teams enormous problems.
Right, I see. So yes, it does seem as though it's been a longer period. So that's changed since his original test. Is that the situation?
No, since the first test is not the concentration of the virus is still higher that what is allowed to rejoin the group. So we are expecting that, but we raise questions saying, okay, so what is the level that because Ruben is okay, Ruben is working by himself at home. We're trying to provide him what we can in terms of fitness, but and he feels good. So we are just waiting for the levels to decrease so he can join us. But these levels is what raises the doubts. So when he is allowed to join. So if we expect that, and we say that we are all different, so we react all different to the virus and to the infection. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So
I do. Yes, I can see the confusion. You've had a few players now who've been in isolation at various times this season, either because they've had a positive test or for the other reasons that we know. Have you been able to, or you and your staff, been able to learn things that you can do to help them sort of stay physically fit while they are isolating, which I imagine is very difficult?
Yeah, that's what we try. We try to provide training sessions at their own home. Some of them have space, and the weather is also well helping. So we take one of the coaches to go and with this proper distance give him a training session. But it's not the same. And what you say that with other situations, this is the other situations, because we have been able as a group to really follow the protocols and keep ourselves safe. All the other situations that happen has happened outside of the building. So that you cannot control. If a player goes to a national team and is allowed to travel to all different countries, and this country is on the red list, and he comes back and the results come out the day of the game and he's going to isolation, you cannot control that. You cannot control that. That's why I truly believe that we have to work together alongside the Premier League, Fanatics, all of us to try and solve, because it's still ongoing and everybody is anxious to solve the problem. But this will stick with us, unfortunately, for some time.
Yes, it will. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your time as always.
Thank you, Mike.
I don't think there's any more questions from the broadcast section, so if we turn the cameras off, please.